We're Raging Rolls, a bunch of nerdy-ass Aussies who get together when we can to play Dungeons & Dragons, try out voices, and have a whole lot of chaotic fun. We stream on Twitch on Thursday nights, with the VOD available immediately after broadcast. A shorter form of our shows are available on YouTube the following week. If you enjoy what we do, hit that follow button or even subscribe to show your support for the stream and share your feedback with us.
All that chaos. Also, let me just quickly double check that there is no screaming or cracking doors or fires or anything on the stream. There isn't. Fantastic. That's step one. Okay, so don't. I'm gonna have like a fucking panic attack. After some bravery and exploits the previous day, foiling a kidnapping plot, you were all invited to dine with the Duchess Morwen. When you arrived there, you noticed that Kairos, who was with you the previous day, was not actually there with you. You're not unsure where his whereabouts are currently. You went into the banquet hall. Vita was a little bit tempted by something to deface some beautiful tapestries, and as you all sat down to dinner, the Duchess Morwen requested your services once more to deal with some visitors who were camped outside the town who were causing trouble, disrupting trade. She asked you to deliver a message to them for her, that message being, if they don't leave before dawn, I'll burn their wagons to the ground. And that's what we'll pick up.
I mean, it seems like a pretty good offer. Let's... Eric, Raynald, I think you mentioned your name earlier, yesterday, maybe? You've been very quiet there. Well, this is your kind of deal as well? I mean, she's just said, I'm obviously turning to the rest of the group, not facing Duchess Morwen right now. Is this something you all think that we should take up?
Well, it sounds like a message I could get behind. Causing trouble with the trade routes and everything. They need to be moved on.
It seems quick and easy. Vita, this is our kind of work. We can sort this out. Move on.
Oh, of course, yes. It sounds like a simple conversation, and yeah. I'll move on pain of burn.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Who's our scariest bad motherfucker in the group? Is it
You look around.
Well,
you see a Paladin of Helm. You see elderly half-elven man. You see an elf of some description in Vikelda, and then there is yourself, who until recently probably could have scared them off with his stench.
Hey, Valcada's done some pretty badass things. Yeah.
Well, hold your hand out. Hold your hand out like this.
Why?
One of you. First one to do it. Cool. And I minor illusion a decapitated head basically being like held from there. It's like, doesn't have to be real.
What are you doing? Don't put that thing in here.
It's an effective message.
The Duchess chimes in. It's like, yes, petty politics may work. I don't know the capabilities of these people, but and as I said, you
asking them to leave nicely didn't work.
We're going to set their shit on fire, Eric.
No, not you. It won't be you. I will send my own personal guard to do that. They're the...
I'm sorry, Duchess.
They're the hammer.
That's the consequences of them not following directions, yes?
Yes. I've tried the carrot. I'll try it one more time, and if that doesn't work, they'll get the stick.
Great.
Sounds
And
great.
as I said, yes, it does. It's not my first choice, but
I get the head to rotate slightly back towards the Duchess and go, So you don't need me? I don't think you can speak, but I'll throw my
You
voice.
see, yeah, you see, she seems pretty unfazed by it. She kind of, you just notice that she waves her hand and it disappears. Yes, but it's a good try, but maybe it could work on them. As I said, you will all be compensated for this task. You'll receive 5 platinum pieces on completion, but for the down payment, and she picks up a little bell and rings it, and you see out of nowhere, like 4 butlers come up from behind you, place a tray in front of you, lift off the lid, and you see in front of you a potion of healing.
Just 1 or 5?
Just 1 for each of you.
So 5.
Yeah, technically 5 because Kid Curious isn't here, but yes, technically there is 5
Okay,
that
gotcha.
I will let him know that he has from somewhere. But yes, I do hope that you can help us avoid any bloodshed.
I think with this down payment and the promise of 5 platinum each when we return, well, a million an evening's work, I think, right, Vita? We can take care of this. You two can follow if you wish.
Yes. Yes. Let's.
And then we return for the feast, right, miss? Or have we already eaten?
You've eaten. You dined on.
It was a delicious
spicy
feast.
soup and pheasant, paired perfectly with wines of different varieties, all served up in. It's probably the first time that some of you would have experienced this, but each dish had the perfectly amount of wine poured to go with that dish and the exact amount of time it would take you to finish said dish.
It was a delicious meal, miss.
Duchess.
Duchess. Sorry, just generalizing.
I thank you. If you could go there straight away and give them that
Fine.
message so that...
We can take your
I
message.
thank you.
Raynald,
Succeeding
Raynald,
this...
Oh, as I said, there's like this, as like Raynald like pushes his chair back and basically starts standing up, giving a bow as he does to the Duchess, and looking ready.
Yeah. Valkaida gets up and starts to walk towards the door.
I thank you all, and know that if you succeed, there will be much more work in your futures.
So be it.
All right.
Look forward to it.
All right. As you all head out of the Duchess's estate, well fed and in good spirits, you make your way through Daggerford to the external gate. As you make your way through the streets, you can see they're bustling with vibrant life. You can see, lovers spatting, making up. You can see people just dancing the night away. You can see bards performing. You see a poster that says Metallicky, 1 night only, but it's dated for a couple of years ago. But as the evening grows dark...
I hate those guys.
As the evening grows dark, you make your way through the external gate, and not far out, you see a dozen men and women gathered around a crackling bonfire. You can tell even from this distance that these folk are in good spirits. You can hear a few of them singing, you can see a few of them dancing around a fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins. As you get even closer, you can see 3 barrel-topped wagons are parked at odd angles and tied to a nearby tree, grazing a half a dozen draft horses, wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels. As you approach, you can see an older man get up from the fire, and he heads to meet you. Welcome, friends. My name is Stanimir. Is there something I can help you with this fine evening?
Firstly, obviously, do I recognize that this is the troop we're looking for? Is it that obvious?
It's that obvious.
Right.
It is like, this is like the, if you look, check your map, this is where the exclamation point
Yeah.
is.
This is the...
Yeah.
I look around at the others, kind of hoping someone else steps up and takes the lead.
Raynald will take a step forward and just like, evening, sir. There, how do you do?
Oh, quite well. How do you do?
Look, I'll cut straight to the chase. We've been asked by the Duchess to have a word with you about your current occupation of this part of town or this area.
Oh yes, you can see as his face kind of takes on a interested look. You can see this man, he's like completely bald. He's got like more hoop earrings in his left ear than he knows what to do with, and he's got like a long, scraggly, thin white beard. And he just looks at you earnestly. Yes, what was the message?
Well, not sure if I know it verbatim, but it was essentially be gone by dawn or else.
I cast message and follow that up with a, she's a fucking psycho and she's gonna cut your fucking head off. Only he hears that.
Yeah.
But the only she he sees is Valkada.
Yeah.
Great.
He just kind of like
the Duchess.
He's like, don't worry, we have no wish to make enemies of Lady Morwen. But you've come all this way. I have a story to tell you. First, you listen, then we go, yes?
We should have brought wine.
We should have.
Oh, there's plenty of wine.
Why didn't we
We're
bring
more than
wine?
happy to share.
Oh.
He says, he calls back up, hey, he says something in a language you don't understand. But you get the general gist of, bring the wine over here, fuckwit.
Does it look like the people he's with are like warriors or just like peasants?
Make a perception check or insight. Make me an insight check.
Inside. How do I do that? Here we go.
You roll the thing that says insight. You roll that one.
That's a 9.
A 9. I mean, hard to tell. I mean, like you see some bigger guys, some smaller guys, some like big women and stuff. But it's hard to get a general sense. Like they just seem to all be enjoying themselves, enjoying the night. You look up; it is a beautiful night. The weather is nice and warm. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's like the perfect night. You would take people out and you would go like have people over and have a barbecue sort of thing.
Is anyone packing heat?
Roll a investigation check for me, please, Eric.
That would be a 14.
14. I mean, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. Like they seem like they're a traveling troupe of people.
Utility daggers and things like that.
Yeah. What you can tell with their like a lot of their grey sweatpants and stuff, there is definitely a few of them who are packing some serious heat. But, yeah.
Are they all human, elven, mixed race?
Yeah.
What are they?
Yeah. So you can see they're all humanoid. They all look to be. How do I roll a eugenics check? No.
Is that in the new rule set?
Sorry, no. This is from 2024 D&D. No. But you can see that they all look, you know,
like family.
Like family almost. Exactly. Yeah.
So, what are we thinking here, Vito? We have a sip of wine and then let them be on their way and we be on ours.
We should join in. It's a much better party than it was at the Duchess's place.
Just fucking dump that place.
Yeah.
So you all heading into the camp?
Have to wander over, yeah.
Yeah. Cautiously,
Awesome.
looking around for any threats.
Yeah, of course. He leads you all back to the fire. We're offered drinks, and when everyone is sat, Stanimir fills his mouth with wine, and spits it into the fire. The flames turn from green to orange, or from orange to green, the other one, Jesus Christ. And as they sway and dance, you see a dark shape begin to appear in the bonfire's core.
Sadamir, what is this? What trickery is
Relax.
this?
It's how we tell stories. Just relax, my friend. Now.
It's just... Carry on. Thanks so much for sticking with us. If you missed anything, our VOD will be available after we finish up the broadcast, or over on our YouTube channel next week. If you like the kind of chaos we sow, be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe. We love to see those numbers tick up, and we appreciate every single one. You can also find us on Patreon, where we post one-shots and insights into our campaigns and streams. And check out our podcast, available on Spotify and everywhere you find good podcasts. As always, we love your feedback. Drop us a comment or join our Discord and roll with the Raging Rolls.